BAKI is a series I've been reading for some time now, and I'm sure most people know about it because of how outrageous it can get. Fighting cavemen, reviving samurai, stopping earthquakes by punching the ground. But honestly, although the ridiculousness of BAKI is always fun to talk about, when you actually read the series, none of it feels insane. How everything in BAKI is explained and shown, it makes you feel like, yeah, Katsumi could throw a punch at Mach speed, and yes, BAKI is really fighting an imaginary praying mantis. Well, besides the stuff early BAKI was saying about women. That was pretty bad.
That was really bad.
But when it comes down to one thing about this series that I feel is not being tapped into as much as it could be, and has the potential to make it even more popular than it is now, and get a lot more people to read it, is that BAKI is literally built for agenda. And when I say built for it, I mean it. Every single agenda type you could find and think of is in this series, and more. You got potential men, people carried by statements, a fuck ton of frauds, like more than I can even say. And so many characters you can put your money on and be awarded, even if they haven't appeared for like 20 years. Like in BAKI, almost everyone comes back eventually. Someone could be gone for 40 years and come back and have their stocks skyrocket through the roof. So I want to take this video to explain just how wild some of the agendas for some of these characters could be. And first up, we have Olivia Biscuit.
Biscuit Oliver, the strongest man in America. Your worth lies within those muscles of yours.
Not even joking, if you think Sukuna or Mihawk gets called frauds a lot, if Olivia had a fan base, oh my god, the slander could feed actual families during the Great Depression. Because let's go over everything we've seen about this guy. First off, he was hyped up for years as a kind of number 2 to Yujiro in terms of strength, and was kind of a wall a lot of characters would face and be shown just how outclassed they were compared to the rest of the cast, at least when it comes to raw strength. However, as these years went by, the allegations started building up. First, he got outplayed by Doyle, and while he'd get his get back, this isn't a good look for a number 2, especially because this is blinded Doyle. Next, he was one of the few characters that actually struggled against Takayo a bit.
Alright, let's go.
You're about to get clipped by an alpha with a cold heart.
There is no way you just said that.
And even though he won the fight, compared to how other characters did their opponents, it was just adding more slander. Then during his own arc, he put up an amazing fight against BAKI. And while he did lose, at the end of the day, BAKI is the MC, and it was an extreme diff match. But after that is when it was all downhill for Mr. Unchained. First, he got his ass whooped by Yujiro and then went MIA in the Musashi arc until the very last day. And then that fateful chapter, when he showed up to fight Sukune. This is one of the biggest humiliations in BAKI history, if not in anime and manga history. Like, most characters could never come back from how bad this loss was. But Mr. Unchained did come back and fought Sukune, winning and reclaiming the respect of the readers. Which is what I would say, but this dude fought a Sukune who is missing pieces of himself and still recovering from a fight with Jack. Like, give me freedom, give me fire, give me amputees or I retire. Alright, but moving out of the characters carried by titles, we get to the potential men, because every series gets them. However, BAKI has two different kinds of potential men. You have people restricted by their style, like Hanayama, who due to his pure approach to fighting is quite limited. But then you have the real potential men, and no one is quite the potential man as Pickle.
What the? Is he saying something?
Because he'll be top tier when he fully awakens his humanity. Just wait until he learns techniques. I can't wait for him to go Pharaoh mode again. Pickle post and honestly during parts of his own arc is the most potential man to ever potential man. Like, he's on Sanji timing, being the ultimate hype tool. Sliced up by Musashi, demolished by Jack. Like, he got his ass beat so bad by Jack, his vocabulary improved. You had never heard this man create sentences this articulated in his entire lifetime of being revived. But with all these frauds going around the verse, who is it safe to put your money on? Well, there is one group, one style that no matter what, even if they get their asses whooped, they will always look cool while doing it. If it's one-on-one, always bet on Shinshin Kai Karate. Every single member of this school has aura. They got heavy hitters like Doppo Orochi, the ultimate goon who no matter what will be a hype tool for every single villain in the series. Katsumi Orochi, the character with the greatest evolution in Baki, from getting one-shot by Retsu to surpassing all karate and Chinese Kempo artists before him, and becoming a true lethal weapon. Also Retsu, who well isn't a part of the school technically, he hangs around with them so much he basically is. Hell, he's even a part of Katsumi right now, but you know, that's kind of like a whole other thing. Not to mention the lower ranking members of the dojo get their own hype moments in aura. Atsushi, who pops up every now and then, and on the rare chance gets his own fight, and my absolute goat, Kato. This guy will have the coolest design in the world just to get his ass whooped every single time he appears on the screen. I don't think anyone needs reminding about his fight with Dorian, but honestly, just talking about this fight can't do it justice. There's only one copyright-free way I can share the glory of this fight with everyone. L'amour de ma vie. Oh, the love of my life you are, my dream and my shining guiding star. And no matter how small or foolish you may seem, you're still the only thing that I dream. Once I have finally found you, I'll never let you go. You are the love of my life, you see. I'm all alone with no family or home, but I will not despair, for I know you're out there. My dream will come true when I finally find you. Ma vie, ma vie. Ma vie, ma vie. Now there's another reason everyone should be investing in Kato. You see, both of this guy's masters, one of his best friends, and a fellow student have all been challenged by Jack this arc. And we have seen that there will be other fights outside of the challenges he made at the beginning of the arc that will be happening. So I got all my money on Kato having a fight this arc. Because, just come on, it'll be so damn cool to see him back in action. And since both fighters believing in fighting by all means, it just makes sense. But yeah, to me, Baki is one of the best series when it comes to having an agenda, because almost anything could happen at basically any time. So having an agenda for a character that we haven't seen in a long time checks out perfectly. And I will continue to push the agenda of Shinshinkai Karate till the series ends, because I know the future will come from the fist. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe. Let me know what characters you are betting for and hoping fail in the story down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
Biscuit Oliver, the strongest man in America. Your worth lies within those muscles of yours.